What is going on, everyone? Radies here, and today I'm with my good friend Nolan from Anything Financial.
How's it going, everyone?
If you guys haven't already seen Nolan around, go and check out his IG and all that type of stuff. A lot of great content. I make a lot of stuff with him. But in this video, we're going to talk about the mindset you need to have when trading Forex or getting into investing, because I think this is something that's not really talked about, but it's very important, because not having the right mindset can literally like destroy you. And literally, the night before filming this, me and Nolan, what happened? Nolan, take it away.
Yeah, we took a nice fat $1.7 thousand loss on our accounts. Personally, like, you know, it's happened before. We've come back from it, and that's just how it goes, right? But you have to have that mindset of just being persistent and continuously learning. Yeah. Obviously, that loss is a learning lesson, and I've taken a lot away from it, and you know, I'm sure Radies has as well, right? So. Yeah,
and I mean, do we want to maybe like show them on Manager? Just pull it out real quick?
Yeah, sure, you can pull it.
Guys, and this isn't like bullshit either. I lost 1.7K. Nolan lost, how do you know exactly how much it was?
It's again
1.7 here.
I'm gonna bring it up, let's see if it focuses.
Yeah, you can kind of see that.
There you go, literally overnight, 1.7K. And like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a lot of money.
Again, that was us not following our complete checklist when it comes to trading. And again, like, when that happens, that's a perfect example, right? When you don't follow your checklist and what you're required to do, that's what happens. You'll burn yourself, right? So
exactly. And
you know, that can also play into being greedy too, right? Two of those orders, I believe, were in profit, and we were going to continue to hold them, where we could have closed them, even closed partials, and took less of a loss, right? But that's, again, learning experience, and you know, you got to take it as such. So
exactly, that's true.
And I mean, not only that, it's like, I guess even bringing it back, like, I guess our first major loss was, for me personally, it was 900 in the night, and like, to me, that blew like 40% of my account, and it was crazy. Like this story is just insane. How much did you lose that night?
No, I think I only lost like 500 that night, but I mean, only, that's a lot.
It's still a lot.
That's what I lost last night.
In total, when I first started, the first month of me first starting Forex, I lost $2,000.
Yeah.
Again, that was just me kind of learning how to even do Forex and, you know, enter trades and everything, right? So that's kind of a learning experience. Again, when you're getting into trading, that's kind of a given. A lot of people I watch on YouTube, even when it comes to trading, people that I know personally who trade, again, even us ourselves, everyone's lost money, right? That's part of the game when you're learning it, and you have to accept that, right? If you go in with, oh, I'm gonna make $1 million right away, no, you know, it's possible 100%, but you're gonna take losses first, and you have to learn from those losses to better your position and whatnot, right?
Yeah, no, and like, one, I guess, perspective I like to look at it from is like, we both lost, like, that's combined, what, 3.4K?
Yeah.
We technically paid 3.4K for a lesson.
Yeah.
And that's kind of in a way I look at it. Like, yeah, we lost the money, but the learning lesson that comes from that is then valued at that. Like, you know?
Exactly.
Like, it's insane, because like, some people, especially people our age, for those that don't know, we're both 19, like, some people don't even make $1,000 in a month, and we literally lost 1.7 like in a night.
Yeah, and again though, that's the game, and that's the, you know, area that we've entered where that's just the way of life, right? We have to get used to that. And you know, again, you guys have probably seen the video where like I've made $1,000 in a day, and again, I think the most I've made in one day is actually 1.7. So
there you go.
It's kind of relative in that sense, but again, that's learning lessons, and like even from the wins that you take, those are learning lessons in themselves. What can you do better to have made those wins more consistent, right?
Exactly, and literally it's all about being consistent, right? Because like, you can take 10 trades, and if you're winning 9 every single time, it's just literally about how do you continue at that 90%.
Yeah, you're gonna walk out okay, even when you're starting out, even if you're walking away 6 out of the, let's say you're taking 10 trades, if you're winning 6, you know, you're still coming out profitable at the end of the day, right? But it's just learning your strategy that works for you, and not tweaking it, right? When something goes wrong, you have to stick with the same strategy, right? That's a big thing too.
Yeah, and I think that also ties into like discipline, because I feel like the reason both of us, and even Khalil behind the camera, lost money last night was because we weren't really disciplined, and we got greedy, and we said, hey, let's put in another order, let's not, you know, we didn't follow our plan where it's like, hey, if this is up, let's close partials,
and
let's, you know, whatever.
That's another thing too that plays into, you know, you can't fall into the hype of like when the market's going very active, very volatile, whatever the case may be. You can't get caught into the hype when trading. Let's say the market's very volatile and there's a lot of movement within one ways, and that's kind of what we got caught up in, is the buy position within gold, it was moving, rapidly, just kept going up, and we found that entry, which was pretty good to begin with. Again, we didn't close, of course, came back, and that was us getting caught in the hype of what the market was doing, right? That's exactly what the market maker wants to happen too. So
yeah,
you gotta play into the psychological games that they play, right?
And you can explain that like that market maker like mentality type thing.
Yeah, and like another thing, even I guess before we even get into that, is like the gold buy was the FCI signal, right? We followed the signal, but what we failed to do was close partials and bring our SL to break even.
Yeah.
Right? Because again, like a lot of people say like, oh, like I'm losing money while taking signals, but like it's not because the signals are bad, it's because your trading plan is shit.
And that's, again, following your strategy, right?
Exactly.
Obviously, like even, well, we've been at it now 4.5 months, maybe, towards 5 months now.
Yeah.
And like our strategy has, like we've had to learn to this point, and now that we're starting to, get a consistent strategy, now it's just sticking with that and, expanding it and, doubling down, right? So
exactly. And it's not even like, it's like obviously we're trying to tweak our strategies where we can in terms of like, hey, like, now we're probably not going to be scalping like more than 2 orders or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like now that we have like, I guess the foundation, it's not even more so improving it, it's more so like tweaking it with whatever we lose out on, and then staying disciplined to follow it. Because we had a trading plan, all 3 of us, we did, and we knew not to do. Well, we did because we already got burned before doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But we lost our discipline, and looking back at that, it's like, wow, like okay, we literally let our emotions get into it. Because like think about it, when we all lost, like I said, you lost 500 the first time, I lost 900. Like that was crazy. We all felt like shit. We were like, holy shit, like blah blah blah. And then we just went on and did the exact same thing.
But
which is funny to think about. But again, it's very true.
That though is playing into the psychological tricks, right? And again, we're learning to be more disciplined. I mean, from the beginning of Forex to now, I'm way more disciplined.
Agreed,
Unfortunately, yesterday I did fall into the hype trap for sure. I'll admit that. But it is what it is. This is the one thing though I do have to say that keeps motivation, and if you keep pushing and learning, anything you lose within the markets is to be made back tenfold, right?
Exactly.
You can make it back 100 times over, right? So you just got to learn how to.
Exactly, and it's like we kind of like, a lot of people, I feel like they'll get they'll take a loss, right? Whether that be $100, whether that be 1.7K, whatever, and then eventually they'll just give up. They'll be like, oh no, like all right, I don't want to do this anymore. They'll just leave. They'll get scared. Which again, it's very understandable when you're losing large amounts of money.
Yeah.
But again, you have to take in everything is relative, right?
Yeah.
Like to us, we took a 1.7K loss. There's someone out there who lost 10K minimum last night.
Yeah,
there's probably the big banks even, RBC probably, some of them probably took a hit on gold of millions.
You literally have to like
you don't know,
detach your like mind from the money, like because it's like you're playing with like actual money. So like investing is like you have to detach yourself from that money.
You're not playing with it, right? Because everything is precise to you're analyzing everything, you're going over everything, but it's still the markets, market makers like to play around in that sense, right?
And like my favorite quote, like literally from like the rapper Roadrunner, he says, it's not about the money, it's about the principle.
Yeah.
And like that quote is so true, like with everything. Like it's literally not about the fact that we lost, 1.7K. Yes, it's a lot of money, but it's the principle behind it, the reason as to why we lost it. Whether it was, again, 1.7, whether it was 17K, whether it was 170K. At the end of the day, no matter what it is, it's relative. And it's the principle behind why we took that loss that will either let us to win from that and never take those again, or continue to take those losses.
Yeah.
And the only time you truly lose money is like if you don't learn from your mistake.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because if Forex was that easy of, every single day is a win of, $1,000+ and you're just sitting at home from the comfort of your room or your house on your computer making, thousands per day, everyone would do it. No one would go to work, nothing, right?
Yeah.
But you actually have to put the time in. You have to have years of experience.
Yeah.
And you're going to lose money in order to develop and be consistent with that skill of Forex, right? So that's what it is. We'd all be millionaires already, right? But we're not. So.
And I mean, like the reason we're even making this video is because you guys have seen the glitz and the glamour. Like Nolan, he bought a Montclair hat. That was like what, $200 for no reason. Like he literally just did that. You guys seen the glitz and the glamour. You guys seen the.
Again, wait. If I can say one thing though, it was a very good week, and this is another thing too that we're learning now is you got to kind of take in the profits too that you make.
Yeah.
And now is us kind of taking it. This is the opportunities available to us.
Yeah.
that we'd be more consistent, right? So,
Exactly. No, like even myself, I bought a Burberry shirt that was expensive as well. But the whole thing is, you guys have seen like the good side of it or whatever. This stuff happens too, like 1.7K overnight. Like you guys saw it on my phone, like that shit hurt to look at.
Yeah.
Like literally that loss, it hurt a lot. Like even in the group chats, we were like, guys, like this sucks shit. Like we both felt like shit. And like, you know, I was even talking to some of my friends and they were like Radies, like, because they don't really know what to say to that. Like how do you say, like how do you comfort someone?
That's
who
the
just
thing
took a
though, you
loss like
have
that?
to have the mindset though of like, that's gonna happen.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
That's gonna happen, and it's like, and that's a perfect point that you made, right? It's like you could look at it two ways: of you lose that, and now that you shut down. Fuck this, you know.
Yeah.
Forex is a scam. You
All
know,
this
I'm
shit.
gonna quit. Whatever. I'm going. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
I've heard it all. To be honest,
Yeah,
like, I've heard
yeah.
it, right? Or you could hug the loss, and you know, this is what happened. Where did I go wrong? How can I improve? How do I not make this happen again? And you know, motivate yourself to just go in the markets again. Not right away, obviously. You know,
Exactly.
recoup and look around, but you know, you can't shut down. So
That's literally why we're here today, like by the water. We're literally just kind of like chilling out, letting it set in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it hasn't like really set. I don't know. For me, like 1.7K, it's a lot of money, but I understand. Like okay, like I took that loss, I'm gonna learn a lot from it. But like it's still gonna, you know, it still needs time to set in. I'm sure
Yeah.
for you too, it's kind of like, you know.
It definitely hurt, but like I'm not fucking losing sleep over it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I'll
It's the
fucking-
past.
I'll make it again. You live, right? That's
We're
how
talking to
life
Mr.
goes.
1K in a day here.
It's not so much that though. It's more that's the mindset though. Again, you have to have, because if I'm gonna be scared and consistently think about it, I'm just gonna get in the mindset of thinking about losses, which is gonna bring more losses. Where I'm thinking now,
Yeah.
let's make some wins, right?
Yeah, it's like
That's how
literally
it
like
goes.
minor setback for a major comeback. With that being said, guys, I did drop a book called Seeking Success. Go buy it on Amazon. What I'm also doing is I'm making a little like course on it, which is going to be insane. A lot of mindset stuff. Easily the best thing I've ever dropped. That's going to drop on September 12th. It's going to be $500. If you can't afford it, then don't even worry, because only 12 people are going to be in it anyway, so you're going to lose your chance. If you guys also want to learn how to trade Forex, again, we don't teach the course, but you can join the course that we are a part of and we join.
We also have a free Discord chat that you guys can feel free to join.
Yeah.
Message either Radies or I. We'll gladly send you the link for that.
Yeah,
That
there'll be a
has
link
lot of-
below actually in the
Oh,
description.
perfect.
So I'll
That
put
has a
this
lot of
link.
good, you know, a lot of contacts. There's people to network with, and you know, a lot of people to give advice from. Right? So,
Yeah,
Our
exactly.
network to you.
Exactly. And other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe button. If you guys want to see more videos about our Forex experiences and our Forex stories, we have a bunch of crazy ones, and you know, even how we got started. Leave a like and comment down below, and we'll make those videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys all later. Thanks and good.